Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Hope all you guys had a fantastic night last night in the NBA. It was one hell of a night for us last night. Yeah, put out 4 lineups for premium, all 4 of them cash. So, yeah, it was very good night. And as obviously as you see, um, won 5,500 last night. So definitely not too bad of a night. Doubled down on my 3 entries that I put in. So yeah, definitely not too bad at all there. As you see, 327, 320, and a 304. And I think Anthony or a 330 or a 331. So like I said, all 4 of them scored. Like I said, it was a very good night for us last night. So anyway, I didn't have Anthony's lineup, but I will still show you the 327-4. So anyway, I had Westbrook in this one. Really did like him. I told you guys he wasn't a must-have, but I still liked his upside here, 65-7. That's pretty good for Westbrook. Didn't mind that. Didn't mention Smith, but I really liked him. He shot up the rankings quite a bit and decided to put him in there. 28-6, surprisingly 16% owned, which I was a little surprised about. But, yeah, I knew Phoenix was going to get blown out here, so Smith was going to play a little bit more, and it wasn't too bad. Told you guys about DeRozan. He was a deep GPP option for me, and I decided to put him in there. He looked all good to go, and, it paid off for me. Only $7,100. Got me a 42.8, so I'll definitely take that for DeRozan. Put in Bradley. Wanted Beal, but I decided to go cheap with DeRozan there. And Bradley, got me a 26.5. Not too bad there. I'll take it. Wish he got me a little bit more, but, it was kind of a blowout. Next was Harrison Barnes. I told you guys in the video last night to put him in there, and for good reason, got me a 40.6. Next was Damari Carroll. It was questionable putting him in there against Harrison Barnes, but both those guys are pretty good defensive players, and, those guys got me a 29.9. Yeah, I think he had 15 points in the third quarter or something, so he definitely came alive. Next was Carmelo. Just didn't do it for me. I thought he would do a little bit more. Obviously, should have had Aaron Gordon. He went off for over 70. Booker, kind of the same thing. He was complete trash. I think he had 13 points. And then in that fourth quarter, he just took off and got me a 28. Definitely saved that game for Brooklyn. And then Drummond, I put him in there, got me a 35.9. Was expecting around 40 to 42. I knew it was going to be a blowout, but, I needed a little bit more. But as you see there, definitely did stack that Detroit game. So, yeah, that was just one of them. Like I said, we did go 4-4 on our lineups last night. Like I said, I doubled down on all mine, and very good night. I'll definitely take that 5+ K. Anyway, as normal, guys, is only $40 for the month. As I said last week or so, when I was on vacation, I'll be honest, lineups were up and down just because I didn't have enough time to study. But obviously, yesterday was my first full day back, and saw what happened. Went 3 for 3 on lineups, and like I said, Anthony won as well. So, like I said, I am back. We're both back, and looking forward to win some money. So, like I said, the time is now to hop on. It's only $40. You get 3 to 4 lineups, and as I just showed you, I won over 5,000 last night, so you can easily make your money back. To get in on our lineups, check out our website at knamafia.net. We will have step-by-step instructions for you guys to get all signed up. As normal, you will have to have a Twitter to access our premium lineups. Definitely, like I said, definitely let us know. Definitely get signed up. We'll also have our Twitter as well if you guys need any help with that in the comment section. So go to that. Like I said, step-by-step instructions on what to do to get signed up. Love to have you guys. As I told you, 100% back, focusing on work, and it's going to pay off for sure. So I'd love to have you guys on board. So that being said, we got an interesting 5-game slate today. Not too many high totals, but I think a couple of these games could go a little bit higher than their total. There's a lot of good teams out here I like to target. So sorry about that. Let's definitely dive in. First game, we got Cleveland and Atlanta. I think they've won 9 in a row. Anyway, LeBron's been hot, man. We got a 215 and a Cleveland by 7. So I'm honestly surprised it's only a 7 spread there. But anyway, you got Dennis Schroeder. We know how Cleveland is. Not really that good of a defense so far. Getting a little bit better. He only had 19 against Toronto. Lowry is a pretty good defensive player. So anyway, let's go look at the Cleveland Cavaliers' defense. And for the most part, still struggling 18, 27, 30th, but they locked down power forward and center with an 8 and a 5. So the front court is where you're going to want to target, I guess, here for Atlanta. Like I said, I don't mind some Dennis Schroeder, only 7,400. We know what he can do. Bazemore could be half-decent option. I keep mentioning Bellinelli. I personally like him more than Bazemore. And for the most part, he's been doing pretty good. Had a bad one against Toronto, but, obviously Toronto's a good defense against the shooting guard. But before that, 31 and 27 in extended minutes. I think he'll get around 25, 26 minutes again and probably around 23 to 25 fantasy points. So I do like Bellinelli quite a bit. Not too high on Bazemore. Dwayne Wade, he's been stepping up. He's been playing pretty good ball in this win streak. So, maybe don't mind putting Dwayne in there for 6K. Also, Cleveland does struggle against the small forward. But unfortunately, Atlanta just doesn't really have anyone that can really stick with Cleveland here. Prince, he's just been trash, so maybe put him in there. But I expect this to be a huge blowout. That spread, I personally think, is a little deceiving. Who knows? Maybe Atlanta keeps with them, but man, I don't know. Anyway, let's go look at the Hawks. And as normal, they're just really bad defense. 17, 29, 16, 25, and 19. An average DVP of 29th. So I guess just pick and choose on your Cleveland guys here. But as I told you, definitely watch out for that blowout concern for sure. John Collins, he's really high on the radar. Maybe put him in there. He has a hard matchup, but he's one of those guys that, if anyone can score for Atlanta, he definitely can. But foul trouble is a big thing with him. Watch out for that. If you think this is going to be a blowout, maybe go Jeff Green. Last game, but he sucked pretty bad against Miami. But 3,800, maybe take a shot with him, maybe get you 23, 24, or have a good night like he did against Philly. But, like I said, for Cleveland, just pick and choose who you want. Mostly any position against them is looking good here. So Love, maybe Crowder, not really into that. Maybe Collins, like I said. If you go look at the models here early on, he's number 1 rated, which is a little surprising to me. He's projected at 5.83. I don't know. We'll see. His ownership should be very, very high here. As you see, their projected ownership 26 at 30% on a 5-game slate. So I guess if he's, high ownership and he goes down, you're going down with everyone else, and hopefully it doesn't affect you. But, it's a little bit of a harder matchup for him. We'll see. So, yeah, like I said, pick and choose who you want for Cleveland. Hopefully they don't blow them out. And guess Collins for Atlanta and maybe Schroeder. That's really it from that one. All right, moving on. Philly, Boston, no total, but should be a relatively low-scoring game, but a good one here. We got Irving, McConnell. Yeah, he just that was not good what happened to him. They were blowing him out, then he got injured, so that sucks for McConnell. Anyway, you got Irving. I think he'll light it up. Had a bad one against Detroit, but I think he can get you around 38 to 43 in this one. I'm expecting relatively good from him. Bayless will be coming off the bench, and McConnell's already out, so maybe he gets you 18 to 24 in relatively big minutes. It will be a little bit slower game, but, maybe put him in there. We'll see. That's just if you need him. Shooting guard, don't mind Smart. Not, maybe a little Redick, but really don't mind some Smart for sure. Covington, he had his one of his best friends pass away. How did he do? 27. Yeah, he didn't do anything too crazy, so maybe Covington, but yeah, I don't know about this one. This is one of those games, it's going to be a little bit slower game, but it's going to be, should be a pretty good close game here. I don't mind Simmons. Price came down a little bit. Sarge is looking good. Tatum's not too bad. Another one of those games is pick and choose, I guess, and Beach should eat up Al Horford. Let's go look at the Philadelphia 76ers defense. DVP. We've got 11, 22, 3, 16, and 16. So mostly middle of the road there besides small forward. Shooting guard, as I said, Smart. Maybe put him in there. And then Celtics are really good. 6'4", 23, 11, and 1. Small forward is where they struggle. So who knows? Maybe Covington here. But for the most part, both these defenses are good. But I like this game. I think a lot of people are going to be favoring this one as well. So, like I said, same thing with that Cleveland game. I guess, pick and choose, but this one should be a lot closer. Not a high total. I'm expecting around maybe 203, 204 total, and Boston by about 3 or 4. But, yeah, this is going to be a good game. A lot of these guys, most of them should hit their 5 times value and definitely exceed it. So, that's the game you're going to want at least 3 or 4 guys from for sure. Moved on, we got Chicago and Denver, a 208 total, and Denver by 11. I think Chicago can, keep up with Denver, honestly, in this game. Dunn, he's been looking pretty good here. A lot of these Chicago guys are going to be very popular on this 5-game slate. And, Dunn, he's been up and down, but, starting to roll now. I think he's going to definitely do good. I think get you around 28 to 30 in this one. We have Jamal Murray, another guy that's been up and down for the Denver Nuggets here. Like I said, he might have a half-decent one as normal. Chicago's really bad defense. They're getting a little bit better. They were, I think, the number 1 or number 2, but still bad against point guard. 5, 21, 10, and 28 is what you're looking at there. So, maybe put him in there. Maybe Moutier gets you something, but same thing. Moutier is one of those wild card options. Will Barton, Gary Harris. Don't mind those two. One of them might go off, but as I just mentioned, surprisingly, Chicago is good against shooting guard DVP, but I don't think it matters too much in this one. But Holiday, he's not too bad of a defender. He definitely gets some steals for sure. So another guy, really don't mind putting him in there. Like I said, he's had 5 steals in his last 3 games, so not looking bad. Had a big one against Phoenix, but expect him to be around 25 to 30 in this one. Barton Harris, choose who you want there. Denzel Valentine, finally, stepping it up. He's been looking pretty good in that starting rotation. 41, dropped a little bit against Phoenix, but another guy, 25 to 30 is what I'm looking at. If Chandler's out again, Juan Hernan Gomez, he's still very cheap. And if he's in the starting lineup again, I don't mind him. Had 22 points. That's all you really need. See anywhere 20 to 24 in this one if he's in the starting lineup again. We got Mr. Marketing. For the most part, he's been pretty good. I'm not too afraid of the defense here. But another guy, he's 6,800. Might get you 25, 30. It's a little steep for 25 to 30 here. He might get you a little bit more, but, 6,800, that's quite a bit. Anyway, I think actually Nuggets are half decent against – no, I guess they're not. I thought they're good against power forward. Anyway, got 28, 10, 17, 24, and 14. So maybe Marketing has a half-decent game here. But, he is a little expensive here. And then we have Mr. Robin Lopez here against Jokic. Another one of those guys that might get you 23, 24, as you see there. But on the flip side, I really don't mind Jokic for sure in this one. I totally forgot about Bobby Portis. Might get you around 19 to 24 as well. As you see, he's been up and down. Minutes aren't really there. So that's hurting him a little bit. You got Kenneth Faried. Don't really like messing with these guys. So I'm looking at Jokic for sure. Marketing, maybe have a couple shares of him. Really like Denzel Valentine. Sorry about that. Juan Hernan Gomez, really don't mind him. Barton, Harris, pick who you want. Holiday, don't mind him. And Chris Dunn for sure. So definitely don't mind a couple people from that one. Those guys are pretty cheap. So pick and choose who you want from that one. Moving on, we got Milwaukee and Portland, a surprise low, 202 total here in Portland, only by 3. Portland changing it up a little bit this year. Man, they're just one heck of a defense, which is surprising. They were not that good of a defense last year. Their number 1 defense. Let's go look at the Bucks, 24, 25, 2, 12, and 13. So I think – let me go look. I think Al freaking Aminu is going to be back. I don't know. I'm expecting him to go in the starting rotation here. I don't know how many minutes he's going to play. He's been out for almost a month, so he might just play a couple minutes. But that definitely affects all his bigs. Look how many bigs they got there. So that hurts them quite a bit. I don't think that's going to hurt Jursoff Nurkic at all, though, and as normal. Not too afraid of Milwaukee's center defense here. Had a bad one against New York, but He's been looking half decent. I think he can get you around 30 to 35 in this one. Don't mind him at all. Henson, hard matchup, might get you 20, 23, maybe 24. Giannis is Giannis. I don't mind him. Not the best matchup for him, but, still, there's not really any big dudes out there, so he's going to be very popular. You can easily get him in your lineup. So, there you go. McCollum, don't mind him. Don't mind Middleton there. Bledsoe and Lillard, obviously don't mind those two there. So, even though this should be Portland has a good defense, I still do expect Milwaukee to keep up with them. Should be a good one there in Portland. So, kind of like Philly, Boston, kind of the same thing, a low-scoring game. For the most part, both defenses are pretty good. Milwaukee, obviously not as good, but should be, like I said, low-scoring and a tight game. So those are the two games you're going to want to target, it looks like, for sure. All right, last but not least, we got Utah and the Clippers. No total on this one. Man, Clippers, it's just not looking good for these dudes. Griffin's out. They're talking about trading Jordan now. It's just not looking good for LA. Anyway, Rivers is going to have to step up. Don't mind Rubio here. Lou Williams, he's just 8K. I don't mind him. Put him in there once again. His ownership will be like 70 to 80% owned. Mitchell's Mitchell. Don't mind the dude. Let me go look at Hood. Because if he is out for some reason, maybe Alex Burks could be a GPP play. So he is questionable. Let me see if Burks even played when Hood was out last game. Got you at 21-8. So maybe a deep GPP. No one's going to have him if Hood is out. So maybe just punt that position. Favors is favors. Don't mind him. Montrezl Harrell price went up just because of Griffin. I don't expect a crazy amount from Harrell, even if he was with the Rockets. Still didn't really do anything. He might get you 16, 17, but nothing I would really rely on. And then Jordan, that honestly completely hurts Jordan. I think Willie Reed, is an interesting option. He's a power forward center position. When he played for Brooklyn, he wasn't too bad. Obviously, his minutes are not there, but shoot, man, if they put him in there, watch out. I know it's not really a game for him, but I used to play him a while back, and when he got his minutes, he got you 25, 30 points. So that could be an interesting option, but probably not going to have lineups because they're so late. So, going to be an interesting slate to say the least. So I guess we'll try and get you a lineup. If not, I'll just try and fill in some dudes here for you. So Dunn, don't mind him. Excuse me. I do like Lillard, but I don't think I can get him in this lineup. I'm going to go Irving. I think he's going to have a good one here. Really like Sweet Lou. I'm going to go Holiday. Not the best matchup for him, though. But, look, no Griffin there. So it's either going to help him out a lot because the ball's going to be in his hand, or they're just going to double, triple team the dude, and he's going to suck. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I don't think Doc's really going to want to overuse Lou Williams, so we'll see. And then you got LeBron and Giannis. Got to have one of those dudes in there. But in this, I don't think I'm going to be able to. But anyway, just put in Denzel for sure right there. Power forward is trash. Don't mind. Maybe some Sarge, John Collins, interesting. Tatum, I guess. And then obviously you got to put Favors in there. And then that center position, I really like. Don't mind Joel Embiid at all. Nurture could be an interesting mid-range guy. Same as Kevin Love. Popular, but yeah, Embiid, Jokic, Love, Nurkic for sure. And I think that's really it. So it's going to be one of those interesting nights. I still think it's going to be a good night. I really do. It's going to be one of those nights where you might get in either LeBron or Giannis, and then just have some mid-range guys, as I was just showing you right there, and then might have one guy you're just going to have to completely punt and hopefully get you 18 or 19. Or if you want to go a little bit riskier, you can totally forget about James and Giannis, but I don't really recommend that. But then you could just stack up on mid-range guys. But obviously you got to have at least one of those guys in there. Don't know if you can get both of them in here tonight, but got to have at least one of them. So, yeah, I'm looking at that Boston, Philly game, Milwaukee, Portland, couple from that Utah game, 1 or 2 from Chicago, and not really targeting this early one at all besides LeBron and maybe Kevin Love. So, anyway, I think that is it. As I said last night, was one heck of a night for us. Hopefully you guys had a good one as well. As I said, I doubled down on my 3 lineups and won $5,500 last night. So, like I said, really, really good night for us for sure. And as normal, here's some of our subs that won as well. As I said, there's Anthony, scored that 330, 105 on that one and only 32 on mine. A month, easily made his money back there. Won 500 right there. On Anthony's, another one here, 170 and 60 on mine too. So yeah, guys, easily make your money back. As you've seen, a lot of our subs are sharing screenshots. 123 and 268 on that one. So, like I said, love to have you guys on board. As I said, I am completely back from vacation. Got a lot more time to study. So definitely going to be winning money like we were about a month ago in the start of the season. So love to have you guys join us. If you guys are struggling, let us know. Love to help you out. Month-to-month prizes, only $40. You get 3 to 4 lineups per day for the main slate. To get in on our lineups, check out our website at knamafia.net. We'll also have it in the comment section. We'll have step-by-step instruction for you guys to get signed up on premium lineups. As normal, you will have to have a Twitter to access our lineups, so definitely keep that in mind. So that is it. Like I said, 5-game slate. A little interesting, but still think it's going to be a good one. It's already December. Wow, that is crazy. And it looks like tomorrow is going to be a relatively big slate as well. We got 3, 6, 7, 8 games. So should be a good one tomorrow as well. So that is it for me. If you like the video, please leave a like. We definitely do appreciate your guys' feedback. And, hope everyone has a good day. And we'll see you guys later.